Hey everyone, today we are going to talk about such topic that should have made our life easier, but instead it made hundreds of engineers stare at the void in the middle of the night. Yes, we are talking about Kubernetes. Kubernetes is about 10 years old, but it's still considered to be one of the hardest stuff to learn in cloud technology. And the weird part is, Kubernetes, it's not hard because it's bad. It's hard because it's too good. In this video, we will be covering some topics like why Kubernetes is still hard and why companies still use it anyway. So grab your coffee or grab your YML therapist because we are diving into this video. Before Kubernetes, deploying app was really easy. One server, one application, and a prayer. Then we evolved. We got cloud server, Docker containers, microservices, virtual machines. Suddenly, instead of deploying one application, we start to deploy 50 pods, 20 databases, 300 services, and one service called auth service v2, final, super final, super final. Then Kubernetes came like a superhero. It said, don't worry humans, I will manage 100 containers. I will restart them if they crash. I will scale them if it's necessary. And everyone clapped. But here is the problem. Kubernetes didn't solve the complexity. It just managed the complexity. Which is like saying, I didn't solve your problem, but I'll manage them into a folder. Let's be real. Kubernetes is not hard because creators were evil. It's hard because it solves the problem. It solves the hard problem. Distributed system, networking, scaling, security, fault tolerance, load balancing, storage, service discovery. Basically, Kubernetes is trying to say, how do I run software reliably across many machines? In a world where machines randomly die, and yes, machines do randomly die. Sometimes cloud server fail, container crash, network break, DNS disappears like your motivation in the Monday morning. Kubernetes was made to solve the real world problem, and the real world is messy. So Kubernetes, it's not hard like a puzzle. It's hard like our adulthood. Now let's talk about the real problem. It's not DevOps, it's not Docker, it's not Kubernetes. The real villain is YML file. YML is the only language where spacing is more important than the logic. One extra space and Kubernetes starts to say, oh, I don't know what is the problem, goodbye. For example, you need 3 replicas, so you write replicas 3. But your Kubernetes says, this is unacceptable, I refuse to run. And don't even get me started on the indentation. It always says something friendly like, your line number 42 has an unexpected key, which basically means somewhere in the file you made a mistake, good luck finding it. Kubernetes has a learning curve. To be precise, it's not curve, it's cliff. And the top is a person yelling, just use help. Let's look at how many things Kubernetes expects you to understand before actually starting with Kubernetes. Pods, nodes, deployments, replica sets, services, config maps, secrets, ingress, persistent volume, stateful sets, daemon sets, namespaces, RBAC, network policies, and then you discover it's just a beginner stuff. Kubernetes is like buying a car and then you realize, oh, I need to learn mechanical engineering, fuel chemistry, road design, and traffic psychology just to drive to the grocery store. Here is one of the biggest reasons why Kubernetes is still hard. It's an unfinished product. It's a framework and it gives you a building block. You have to build yourself what you want from those building blocks. And every company uses them differently. So one company uses Nginx Ingress, Prometheus, Helm, Argo CD, and another uses Traffic, Istio, Flux, Customize, and another uses OpenShift, Tecton, Customer Operators, and Chaos. So when someone says, I know Kubernetes, that means they said, I know Legos. Okay, but what did you build? A house, a spaceship, or functional economy? Now let's talk about networking in Kubernetes, because nothing makes engineers cry faster than networking. You deploy your app, the pod is running, but your app doesn't work. So you check the logs, nothing. You check the services, fine. Then you check DNS, then ingress, then firewall rules. And then you realize your app is working perfectly, but traffic is being blocked by network policy created in 2021 by someone who left the company. Security in Kubernetes is extremely important and extremely confusing. Because Kubernetes doesn't ask who can access the cluster. It asks who can read secrets, who can create pods, who can delete deployments, who can access namespace, who can edit config maps, and if you mess it up, congratulations, you have logged yourself out of the Kubernetes. Or you give everyone admin access, no middle ground. And here's the truth. Kubernetes is still hard because technology evolved faster than human. Kubernetes itself evolves, cloud provider evolve, DevOps evolve, even best practice evolve. So Kubernetes, it's not like something you learn. It's like you adapt. And here the biggest lesson comes. Kubernetes rewards adaptability more than intelligence. You don't need to memorize everything. You need to be able to troubleshoot, experiment, read documentation, understand systems, and stay calm when cluster is on fire. Because cluster will be on fire eventually. So why Kubernetes is still hard after 10 years? It's YML file, networking, and the main reason, the problem it solves is hard. It's not perfect, it's adaptable. And the real superpower of current technology is adaptability is a key. So that's all for the topic Kubernetes. If you find this content informative, please like, comment, and subscribe. See you in the next one.